Good afternoon, everybody. Hello and welcome back. I hope you guys having a wonderful afternoon. Okay, so it's gonna be a fun comparison. We are going to compare 64 millimeter CAS burrs versus 83 millimeter HU burrs. I'm using both DF, okay, torrent grinder here, okay, torrent grinder. So here's what happened. The backstory behind this comparison is we've been talking about for the last couple of days, and with the guys at Discord, and then because 98 millimeter HU burrs is very similar to 64 millimeter MP. Okay, MP is extremely clean, so MP is called SSP MP. So we are talking about SSP HU high uniformity versus 64 millimeter MPs are very similar. So, okay. So I was thinking, okay, what if we are going to compare 83 millimeter, right? 83 millimeter is not as a 98, which means it's going to be less clarity. All right. So we are going to talk about 98 millimeter HU is close to 64 millimeter MP, extremely clean burst there. So now we are going to compare 83 millimeter cast. 83 millimeter HU. My theory is correct. It's going to be very similar to 64 millimeter CAS burrs. Okay, so 64 millimeter CAS is also very similar to 64 millimeter Meisen burrs as well, from optional Meisen or Misen, whatever you want to say. But yeah, so very similar. So CAS is very similar to the option of Meisen. Okay, so I don't know. It should be a very fun comparison. I'm gonna be using lighter roast, okay, because I want to see, okay, what kind of tasting notes bring out. Okay, so this is a 64 millimeter cast, 83 HU burrs. Hold on. So I might say I vouch for the HU burrs. Okay, so again, if you are joining us for the first time, we are going to doing some live comparison. Again, we are doing live, folks. This is not a pre-recorded show, so if you have any questions or comments, you can ask me on the live chat as well. We have a Murphy's here. I'm at Amit and Ken. Ren is also here as well. Victor from Texas too. We have Nico and Romeo, okay, on the live chat at the moment. Also, let's not forget the Flight 477. Flight 477, I know, very interesting YouTube handler. I'm going to shout out to Bruce Papa, okay, as well. Shout out to Bruce. Bruce sent me a nice gift, okay. I'm going to showcase that after the show, okay. Bruce sent me a very interesting holiday gifts, Christmas gifts to me. So I'm going to show you what Bruce sent it to me later this show, okay. Did I say show? This is not a show, guys. We got a couple of guys hanging out. Okay, let's see here. We have okay, Nico say, hey guys and girls. I don't know about how many girls show up in our live chat. Maybe one or two ladies shows up. Okay, I know Elaine shows up once in a while. I know Linda shows up, but yeah, it's 99% dudes. Okay, so this is a guy show. Okay, all the guys showed up. It's about lunchtime for everybody. So if you're in the East Coast, West Coast definitely lunchtime. So hopefully you guys are watching it during your lunch. Okay, I don't know about my friends from international. Okay, international friends, but okay, let's get going. I got 64 millimeter cast here, 83 millimeter HU. We're going with the live comparison. Again, my theory is correct. Tastes pretty much similar. All right, or maybe not that far. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should be fun. It should be fun there. So I'm gonna be doing back-to-back shots. So I'm gonna grind the coffee first. Okay, I'm gonna start grinding my coffee first here. Definitely do the RDT on all the torrent grinder. Okay. All right. Just make sure I have a clean cup to work with. Okay. So I dialed in once before, so hopefully I have the right grind size. Okay. So this one was way under extracted earlier, so hopefully we have the right grinder setting. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna do 83 HU on this one. Okay. So 64 is ready to go. Let's work on the HU. So we're gonna do a back-to-back shot, guys. Right? Yeah, let's do a back-to-back shot. Let's start with the 64 first. Okay, here we go. Okay, if you're joining us for the first time, we are doing the live comparison. Okay, it's not pretty, but hopefully we're gonna get a decent shot. So we're gonna have some decent comparison. Comes the grinder, Torrent grinder machine. We are using the Lillette Bianca. This is Gen 2, by the way. So this is a Gen 2 Lillette Bianca. All right. Comes to workflow, I mean, this is really easy machine to work with. Personally, they're great. Okay. I'm just gonna go quick WDT. And then I'm not going to do distribution. I'm just going to go, let's go temp. Okay. We're going to do, I'm not going to do any kind of flow control here. Straight 9-bar shot. So this shot number 1. You know, whatever that is, we're going to use it. Okay. I'm not going to, if I have to, we're going to dial it in one more time, but let's see. I'm going to go 40 gram out. Okay. 1-to-2 ratio. Let's do 40 gram out. I'm at 15. Hopefully you guys can see that. 30. 23 seconds and 41.7 gram. Okay, 23 at 40, let's say 42. Okay, 23 seconds at 42. All right. So right in line there. So shot number 2 is going to be the okay, we're gonna do shot number 2. I want to go a little fast because I don't want to have cold espresso on our hand. Okay, do the same workflow. WDT. And then quick. All right. Shot number 2. Okay, here we go. We're gonna go 40 gram as well, both 40 gram. I'm at 30 right now. Stop at 40. 23 seconds and 44 gram. Wow, goodness. I think we are lucky this time. Okay, I got 23 seconds, about 44 gram, about 2 gram difference. So they're pretty identical. Okay. As we can see, these shots are really, really close. Really close there. Okay. Really close shot. All right. All right. Let's get going here, folks. If you're just joining us, we are comparing 64 millimeter cast versus 83 HU. Okay. So here's my theory. My theory is it's going to be very similar. All right. So we'll see. So this is the cast. This is 83 HU. So cast been sitting out for a few minutes. So it's nicely cooled down here. Here we go, guys. Cheers. Cheers to cast. Very sweet. Nectarine. Man. Fantastic. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Hold on. And then 83. 83 cast. I'm sorry, 83 HU. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Cheers. Wow. Man. Hold on. This is a tough. Hold on. So this is the go back to cast again. This is the 64 millimeter cast. Okay. Wow. So here's what I can say to you. Comes to texture, comes to tasting, they're pretty much identical. I'm talking about tasting notes. Okay, I talked about tasting notes, identical. 83 give you that a little bit more body to it. Okay, a little bit more warmth and body. All right. Again, let's go back to cast one more time. Okay, it's been cooled down, so that's good. Okay, has a more mouth feels to it, but very close. You know, I'm gonna wait about a few more minutes. Okay, because I want to compare both our cold. Okay, cooler. Let's put it that way. So right now I give it to 83, slight edge. All right, because it has a more body. Okay, which means all the tasting notes are there with more body to it. All right, but comes to tasting note wise, it bring out pretty much all the similar tasting notes. So meantime, I'm gonna show you guys what Bruce Papa sent me. Okay, hold on. Bruce sent me very interesting book. According to Bruce, coffee people should read this book. Okay, all right. Coffee people should read this book. So let's open it. Okay. So a book called, I think it's called Terror, but it's not. It's called Terroir. Okay, Terroir. I think I'm saying it right. Terroir. Okay. Made by Scott Rowles. Okay, Scott Rowles made this book, and I mean beautifully illustrated. All right, it's definitely pretty much harvest. I mean if you're into coffee, the chemistry behind it. Yeah, I mean this is fantastic book. All right, so I'm gonna big shout out to Bruce. Okay, thank you. Okay. Bruce says about coffee growing. Yeah, you know what? Because as a consumer, right? Because we always drink coffee, So sometimes where we don't know much about coffee, where it's coming from. So a book like this definitely help us. Help us. Anyway, let's see here. Bruce is from Barista Hustle. Okay, it's Barista Hustle. I want this Barista Hustle and Scott Rowell work together. Come up with that book. Okay. So coffee has been cooled down for a little. let's give it a one more try here. Let's start with. So this is the 83 83 HU. If you're just joining us, we are comparing 83 HU versus 64 millimeter cast. Okay. The reason behind that is we know. Okay, I know a lot of people out there owns that 98 millimeter HU. You guys are always telling me that when they are very similar to 64 millimeter MP. Okay, and if my theory is right, 83 millimeter HU should be very similar to 64 millimeter cast birds. So, the coffee has been cooled down a little. So let's find out. We just used a coffee from Basha Bikali from the Brothers Coffee. Nectarine, cherry, and refreshing as their tasting note profile there. Nectarine and cherry, so very bright, very fruity. Yeah, they're fantastic coffee, by the way. Okay, I think I do have coupon code. Do I have a coupon code from Brent? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Okay, so coffee is being cooled down. So here we go. Okay, definitely cherry pops up. The body's gone. The coffee's cooled down, so it no longer has the nice body to it. Pretty much what left over is all the the wonderful tasting notes. Okay. Man, you know what? I mean, I wish you guys are here. Okay, some of you are here because this coffee has been cooled down for a while. If I'm gonna give you both of them, I bet you it's hard time tell which one is which. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Actually, it's more fruity with a 64 cast right now. More fruity. But earlier, the coffee was warm. I mean, it has a 83 has a lot more body to it, more balanced shots. But now coffee is cold, cool now, and the only thing left is the essence of the coffee. Man, I mean, it's very hard to tell. Okay, based on this, I prefer a 64 millimeter cast right now. Okay, so again, so here's the interesting part. All right, I mean, let me know what you guys think about that as well. If a 98 millimeter HU is very similar to 64 millimeter MP, so what's the point of buying 98? All right, what's the point of that? I mean, just like if 83 HU is similar to 64 millimeter cast, just why not? Just go buy 64 millimeter cast is a lot cheaper as well. Okay, I mean, like Joe's selling his 64 millimeter DF64 with the Gen 2 with the plasma generator. He's selling for about $400 right now, $399. Okay, you're just going to add cast birds for like 180, like 180 or 150 or 180. So now you have that grinder, right? Fantastic grinder. The other one, if you go to 83 or 98, I don't know. Yeah, let me know. Okay. Yeah, let me know. Hold on a second here. I'm looking at your comments as well. Good. We got the Patrick joining us from somewhere. We have I saw Jamie joining us. James joining us too. Okay, James joining us too. So, yeah, I don't know. Obviously, this is is a one-off test. Okay, that does not mean anything. All right, but based on this test, 83 millimeter HU is very similar to 64 millimeter cast. So only thing left to do is I need to compare with cast versus optional Meissen. Okay, 64 millimeter cast, 64 millimeter Meissen. With the optional, they have 3 different birds right now. Okay, optional is doing the bird. They're into birds. They got the Meissen Gen 1, Gen 2, version 1, version 2. Okay, and then they also come up with their espresso birds as well. So I'm going to be showing you guys next couple of days too, because I do want to try their espresso birds. Okay, they're very similar to HU birds, I think. That's what I heard. So I cannot wait to showcase that for you as well. And then again, comes to taste-wise. So this is the 83 millimeter HU, 64 millimeter cast. It's been cooled down for a long time now. So one last time. Okay. I can taste all the fruity nectarine and cherry. So this is the 83 HU. Still good, but not as bright as a 64 millimeter cast. If you are curious, I mean, both shot very close. Okay. My 64 millimeter was I got 42 gram at 23 seconds, and then my HU burst 83 millimeter I got 44 gram around 23 seconds. So very, very close time as well. So comes to shot time, again, I'm very happy with it. Based on this coffee, right? So this is Bashak Bikali, okay, Ethiopia Natural. That doesn't mean if you try with the other coffee, we're not going to get the same results either. Okay, it's all case by case. But again, my sense is 83 HU is not that far off from 64 millimeter cast burst. I think that's pretty close assessment there. It's not identical, but somewhat close. Okay, just like 98 millimeter HU bursts are, very similar to 64 millimeter MP. Okay, we're gonna do some more testing coming up, because I mean, and again, this is a really fun test, by the way. All right, hold on a second here. We have Sean joining us from Australia as well. Shout out to Sean, and we have a Nico. Okay, folks. I hope you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. Okay, it's already afternoon now, and I'm gonna see you guys maybe later today. Okay, maybe later today, or yeah, and I got some more comparison coming up as well. I do want to compare Turin Legato versus my Lillet Bianca. Okay, we got $500 coffee machine versus, let's compare that with the $3,000 coffee machine. Should be a lot of fun. Okay, I cannot wait for that one. Okay.